this video, I'm going to be doing the final segment of interning in New York City and my experience while living there for 2.5 months. But first, I want to go ahead and answer your questions from my last video. The first question comes from The Book Monster, and they ask, how did you find the internship with HarperCollins? Which website? A lot of book publishing companies, if you just search them on Google, will have an actual website. And usually somewhere on that website, towards the bottom, will have a careers link or a jobs and internship link. There you will be able to find all the information that you need about the internship programs if they offer any. The next question comes from Peanut Butter 911. And they actually asked a lot of questions in this one comment. Let's take that one question at a time. Did they make me run coffee errands, and what was an average day like for me? No, I don't think I ever had to run coffee errands, maybe go pick up myself some coffee and offer my boss, but it wasn't like, go file this, go get coffee, go get coffee, go get coffee. No, an average day was I came in and got as many of the tasks that my boss asked me to get done, possibly mailed some ARCs or galleys out. I was able to go to marketing meetings each week and the company-wide sales meetings. I'm sure that there was tons of other small little things, but since it was a couple years ago, I can't remember every single little detail that I did. How was New York itself? Did you party? Were there really cute boys? How was living alone in the big city? Would you ever go back to live there? New York City itself was amazing. I was just so happy when I was there, and it just seemed like I fit. And of course I went out to bars and partied. I was like 22 years old, so obviously legal enough. And the nightlife and everything was just so awesome and cool, and yeah, a little bit pricey, but still it was a lot of fun, and we got to check out some really amazing clubs. And of course, there were definitely cute boys. I actually technically didn't live alone. I had 3 other people who were living in kind of a dorm-like apartment. There were 2 rooms, and in each room were bunk beds, and I had 1 roommate, and the room next to us actually had room for 4 girls, but there were just 2 girls living there. We all shared a kitchen, and we all shared a bathroom. But for the most part, I really did live by myself, and that was probably one of the most exhilarating things ever, because during college, I lived with my parents. So living so far away from them in a huge city was a lot of fun, but I learned a lot about myself and how to grocery shop and how to budget my money. And yes, if I had the opportunity, I would so live in New York City. And the $1,000,000 question, did I see the naked cowboy? Of course I did. I went to Times Square, and actually we went a couple times, and I think I saw him both times that we went. KitKat24 asks, I always wondered about those Harry Potter books. Why did HarperCollins release those books and not Scholastic or even Little Brown? Well, Scholastic and Little Brown had the rights to the actual book, but Warner Brothers and HarperCollins had the rights to the movies. So that's how they were able to make the film Wizardry books based on just the movies. Izzy the Berg asks, does HarperCollins have a summer internship for high school students? I honestly think all the internships that I found were for college students because we're about to enter the workforce, and this is really a good experience for those who want to go into book publishing. Sorry. That answered all of the questions. Now I want to give you my top 5 favorite moments from New York City. While searching for a place to stay in New York City, I came across a website called Educational Housing Services. Basically, this company offers various locations all over Manhattan and Brooklyn that you can choose and stay at that is closest to your internship or school. Mainly the people who are living there are interns or students themselves. So that was always a real comfort to know that I wasn't technically there alone. Yes, these were complete strangers, but at least we were all in the same situation. Through the EHS, I was able to meet 4 awesome girls. And we met at various events that EHS hosted, such as going to the Empire State Building, going to the Statue of Liberty, going to different Broadway shows, going to the Met. We met at various times, and the 5 of us became super close, and I'm still in contact with them today. The first of my top 5 favorite places in New York City was actually the Empire State Building, because it is really the building that represents New York City. Going up to the top and be able to see all of Manhattan stretched out before me, even being able to see part of New Jersey and Brooklyn, it was just amazing and completely surreal to me of where I was standing. My second favorite place to see in New York City was definitely the Statue of Liberty, which of course, like the Empire State Building, represents New York City. Going to Ellis Island and seeing this huge Lady Liberty right there in front of me just was amazing. And this also happened to be right smack dab in the middle of my visit to New York City, so around that time I was feeling a little homesick. And my emotions were running high being right there underneath the Statue of Liberty, and I ended up crying and calling my mom, wishing that she was there. I'm sappy and crazy and a romantist, I know, but still, it was an amazing moment, and I'm so happy I was able to talk to my mom while standing there. My third favorite place was Governor's Island, and we went there with EHS as a group. We were able to lounge on the grass, have a picnic, and even get some ice cream. And later on in the day, one of the RAs and myself went and rented 2 bikes and rode around Governor's Island. It was a lot of fun, and I especially love the bicycle part because I'm a huge fan of those cute blue bikes. It was a beautiful, perfect day, and I highly suggest you go there next time you're in New York City. The fourth place I really enjoyed visiting was actually the 9/11 Memorial Site. Being there at Ground Zero was really surreal to me because it was almost 10 years to the day since September 11th happened. I remember being in 8th grade, and I knew exactly what I was wearing and where I was. It was just an awesome experience, and if you're ever in New York City, you just have to visit there to pay your respects. My fifth and possibly my favorite moment from New York City was the 4th of July Macy's fireworks display over the Hudson River. It was the 125th anniversary of the Statue of Liberty, so they went all out with the fireworks. My friends and I arrived at the pier near the Hudson River probably about 3 or 4 o'clock, and we waited about 6 or 7 hours just to see these fireworks, and it was worth the wait, and it was amazing. They had music, we were surrounded by thousands upon thousands of people. New York City knows how to party. So those are my top 5 favorite moments, and if you've ever been to New York City, what was your favorite thing to visit? And if you've never been to New York City, what are some of the things that you really want to see when you do go? Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video wasn't too long. I'll see you next time. Bye.